There are currently 206 days until I have to write JEE mains, and this is a series where I document my journey as I crack JEE mains, then crack JEE advanced and get into IIT. This is Project JEE. So now I have 1500 subscribers and people actually care about me, which is crazy to think about. You know, this was all a dream of mine. I wanted to be successful on YouTube. I wanted to have this huge fan base and everything, and it feels like I finally made it happen. After all of the sleepless nights, after all of those times where my voice box used to physically hurt because I made so much content, now I finally have that fan base that I wanted for so long. And it feels very, very satisfying. It feels very rewarding because I know how hard I've worked for this. I know how many failures I had to experience just to get this, right? There were points in time where I used to come back from school. My school lasted from 9 to 7. 9 to 6, 9 to 7, right? It was the minimum 9 to 5, but sometimes they used to hold us back 1 or 2 hours and they used to make us study. Used to make us study bullshit, which is kind of funny to me. If they made me study that much for JEE mains, I can guarantee you I would crack IIT Bombay CSE. But that's a side tangent, you know. I might as well make a separate video on what my 11th grade was like, my 11th grade experience. So if you're interested in that, just let me know. I'll make a video on it. But right, as I was saying, I'll just tell you how to handle failure because I have handled a lot of failure in my life, right? And I guess I'll start off with the first point in my time where I handled failure, which was during my 10th pre-finals. I had failed pre-final 1. Straight up failed. I passed in one subject. And at that point in time, it was October and I had my finals in January. So I had pretty much 3 or 4 months. And just keep this in mind, at that point in time, I was suicidal. I was genuinely depressed. I hated my life. And from that point of genuinely hating my life, of thinking of ending my life at some points in time as well, I topped my class. I came second. And it's crazy for me to think that I changed my life so much in those 3 or 4 months. I worked so hard during those 3 or 4 months, and sometimes even during my JEE mains prep, those 3 or 4 months keep me going. I remind myself about how much I had grinded for 10th, and it makes me realize that, okay, right, you can do this for JEE mains as well. I had wrote my GCSEs, by the way. It wasn't state board or any shitty board. It was actually properly difficult. It was very, very hard, if I'm being honest. I had given a lot of mocks as well, and just thinking about those days puts a smile on my face. Because those were the days where I picked myself up, where I stopped myself from being suicidal, where I stopped myself from drinking so many energy drinks, where I stopped myself from essentially destroying myself and leading to my own demise. Those days are probably some of the days which I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. Even when I'm in IIT Bombay, I'm just going to remember those days because those days are something I hold close to my heart. Those days were when I genuinely improved my life for the first time in pretty much my entire life, because the concept of self-improvement was never taught to me. I had first discovered self-improvement about, when did I discover it? August 2022? Yeah, probably 2022. And I've been on self-improvement since the last 2 years, and I've improved my life a lot. I picked myself up from being suicidal, from genuinely hating my life, to the position I am right now. And I have to tell you this much, that these situations that you face of genuinely hating your life, of depression, of pain and whatever, genuinely build you as a person. You experience a lot of growth when you go through depression and when you go through thoughts of suicide and self-harm. So just be grateful for them. I know anyone going through this will not realize what I'm talking about or won't understand it, to be more specific. But I'm very grateful I went through those times of hating my life and being suicidal, because they taught me a lot about life. They taught me a lot of learning lessons. And I probably wouldn't be the person I am today if I had never gone through that. Of course, I still have a lot of healing to do, Trauma really fucks you up, I'll just tell you this much. December of last year, I had started journaling about trauma and everything, and I pretty much destroyed my life for 6 months straight. So I'm probably not gonna rediscover my trauma wounds for the near future, at least. I have to do that one day, but not now, bro. I'm not gonna waste another 6 months. I have to write JEE in 6 months, bro. I can't afford to look into my traumas right now, but I will do that one day. I'm not comfortable talking about what I had to go through because this is the internet as well, right? Like, I'm not sure if I have that much courage to talk about that, and I might end up crying on camera, which will be extremely awkward for me. And plus, I just don't want to think about that right now, right? It will destroy my entire day. So, essentially speaking, just be grateful for whatever shit situations you have to go through, because it kind of increases your tolerance of what you can handle, right? Like, handle in terms of shitty situations. I'm just very grateful I found self-improvement at such a young age, because I probably wouldn't be alive if I hadn't found self-improvement. Self-improvement genuinely saved my life, and I don't know where I would be if I hadn't found it. It's like God wanted me to stay alive. That's why he showed me self-improvement. I made another video just like this. Like, it was titled I hadn't been completely honest with you. In that video I had been more specific with what I had to go through and everything. And it was a hard video to make, I'll tell you this much. And I didn't feel comfortable just revealing what I had to go through, but maybe I'll make a video about it. Yeah, I'll probably make a video about it. Not right now, not when I'm going through my JEE mains prep, but maybe sometime in the future, right? When I'm in IIT Bombay, when I'm sitting in that campus. Just gotta give it my 100% on a daily basis. As long as I do that, I have nothing to worry about. There's no point being stressed if you're just genuinely pushing yourself to your limits on a daily basis. Oh, sorry. So yeah, I guess this was today's video. And goddamn, bro, I've Looksmaxxed hard, haven't I? Nice. My skin is genuinely glowing. I've been doing a lot of shit for my skin. And so I'm glad that the things I've been doing have been working out. Yeah. Looksmaxxing W, man. I've been Looksmaxxing for the last 2 years as well. So, of course, I was bound to see the benefits of my Looksmaxxing journey. I had made a lot of mistakes as well. I'll probably make a video on Looksmaxxing in the near future as well, because that's one of the videos that a lot of people want. So I might as well make that video, right? I give the people what they want. Yeah. Bye bye.